In Nigeria, politics is not about emotions, it is all about interest. I repeat, in Nigeria of today, politics is not about emotions. It is all about your interest, your alignment, and what you do for that interest. Now, if you are using emotions to follow political trends in Nigeria, my brother, I pity for you. If you are using emotions to follow political trends, I pity for you. You just give yourself a high BP. My brother, politics is not for the weak. Politics is for strategic people, people that can be able to stand their ground or align whenever it is going to please them. Now, Wike has come out to say that. Let me read this out. Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and stakeholder in the People's Democratic Party. That word, stakeholder in the People's Democratic Party, has firmly stated that the party should not field a northern candidate for the presidency in 2027, emphasizing his commitment to strengthening the PDP. Wike remarked, "I am building the PDP, not tearing it apart." Politicians, I am building the PDP, not tearing it apart, highlighting his belief that presenting a southern candidate is crucial for the party's unity and electoral success. Number one, take away electoral success when it comes to zoning the PDP presidential candidacy or the PDP's performance against the Tinubu. As it is now, the structure of PDP is dilapidated. Many people in the coming months, the coming days and weeks, will be leaving the PDP for another party. In fact, we just have only one party in Nigeria. According to the chairman of the APC, Gandola, he said that China is practicing one-party system. So it's not so bad that we are practicing one-party system according to the will of the people. You see, politicians, I've said this before, to become a politician, you must be able to be manipulative, a liar, a wicked person, and a deceiver, according to the wish of the people. If you know the kind of game the APC is playing, it has never been the consent of the people. Whatever they are doing has never been the consent of the people. So Wike has come out to speak on behalf of the PDP. If you look at today, even a Damagun, who is a chairman in quote of the PDP, even Damagun does not have the authoritativeness of a Wike in PDP. This is not emotions, this is the fact. If you want to use emotions to run your life, now you know, because emotions will eventually kill you. It will take you nowhere. You face the consequences and make sure you overcome the consequences. Don't use emotions to run your life or even politics. Wike is more authoritative than the chairman of the PDP. Wike has more influence than Atiku in PDP. Wike is the most influential person, ironically, in the PDP as of today. Let's go back to 2015 when Atiku took PDP governors and left the PDP. NPDP, they left the PDP with Saraki and Co. They end with Amechi. They joined the APC. They abandoned the party because of power. They believe that they must hold power. He thought that after Buhari's first term, they are going to give him a position whatsoever. He's going to blah blah, or whether he's going to beat Buhari at the primaries or whatsoever. They left Wike to weather the storm in PDP. Wike and others stayed in PDP, while Atiku left with a lot of people, which contributed to the loss of Jonathan. We know other factors are there. Wike stood. Now, during Buhari time, Wike's second term, APC almost took Rivers State, because they know that Rivers State is the backbone of the PDP. Rivers State is the backbone of the PDP. If you take away Rivers State from the PDP, if APC takes away Rivers State now from the PDP, will be dead financial blow. Remember, Delta State is in a bag. South, PDP, its financial backbone is in the south part of Nigeria. Bayelsa, Delta, and Rivers, most of Akwa Ibom. These are oil companies and oil states that has a lot of money to spread around when it comes to elections and politics. So if APC has taken Rivers State, then, my brother, PDP would have not performed as it performed. the last election, 2023, it was because Wike stood in his ground. Upon that, after Atiku left the APC, he came back again. Because everywhere he goes, he wants to bully everybody. He has the money, he has the connection, he has the support, northern support, blah, blah, blah. He used this northern support and bullied a Wike. Wike lost out, and Atiku was presented as the presidential candidate. I pity for Wike the other time when I saw what Tambuwal did to Wike. That minute he betrayed him, and they were laughing and smiling. Fast forward to this point in time, who is the one that is laughing? Who is having the last laugh? Is it not Wike? When Atiku abandoned the party, Wike was there. The most influential person in PDP today is Wike. You can use emotions, or you can put out your points in the comment section. The most influential person in the PDP today. I know the APC love what is going on. They love it as the PDP is in disarray, because most people are supporting Tinubu with sentiment. It's our brother, our Yoruba. So they're happy that the Labour Party is shaking. They're happy that the PDP is almost non-existent. There's only one party in Nigeria, and that's the APC. If you are a senator who wants to run for office, and you got your position, you won your election under the party PDP, with the condition of the PDP now, won't you want to decamp to another party? Look at Labour Party. This one give this one suspension. That one give Alex Oti, Peter. They are giving themselves suspension. As a person representing the Labour Party, and you are going to run for election, you have opponents. Would you not want to leave the Labour Party? I traveled to my village. I attended some meetings, political meetings in my village, and the conclusion was that Alex Oti is going to go to the APC because we saw the handwriting on the wall. Earlier this year, I said this earlier this year. Alex Oti is going to collapse the structure to the APC. Remember, Alex Oti is coming from the APC. There won't be any influence from the federal level in the party in the Abia State. So collapse, and it is a moving train. If the APC is not a vehicle again, we move over. So sometimes you don't really blame these politicians, although we know that they don't have integrity, they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing at all. We know that one is clear. We know it. We know these politicians that they don't know ideology. So people will be crying that Wike. Saraki, who headed the meeting they had on Sunday of PDP stakeholders, Saraki, somebody who is also one leg in the PDP, one leg in the APC. Most of the people, senior men in PDP, are hobnobbing with the APC. So if it's about elections in Nigeria, forget what Wike is saying. We are building the party. Forget what Wike is saying. And at least as at 2023, I know that Wike have one of the strongest structures in the PDP. Forget what Wike is saying. As at 2023, according to him, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Wike is the one controlling the PDP. Let's leave it at that. Now, moving on. The North, we know that the North at this point in time is in coma. They are confused at what to do. They don't know where to run to, left, right, center. They are looking for how to organize their house. Like Wike said, and like I'm going to say, whatever coalition the North is trying to bring together, they must make sure. They must make sure that they field a Southern candidate. See, this is not, we are not here to play. We are advising you at this point in time. The North should make sure they should field a Southern candidate. If not, they will be wasting their resources and their time. They will be wasting their time. PDP governors, let's move on. PDP governors move to reunite warring factions. They know that the party is almost lost. PDP governors moves to reunite warring factions, knowing that the Oga has spoken. Now, Southern candidate. If we are not feel Southern candidate, we now go further destroy the party. Southern candidate. I don't know what Tinubu's interest is in Rivers State and what he wants to still happen to the PDP, because I'm very sure that, let me not talk this one. I believe APC, the day APC is going to start self implosion, the day APC will start self-destructing it. See, APC, the way APC will fall down, my God. But I know that by that time, the Southern president will have finished his 8 years. So what PDP governors are doing, they are just is the kick of a dying horse, the last kick of a dying horse. That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing. There's nothing that can happen. Okay, Tinubu swears in INEC commissioners. Look at what happened in Edo State. Tinubu went to Edo State and told them, I will give you Edo. He told the APC people in Edo State, I will give you Edo. Tinubu came emphatically and said it. I will give you Edo. After I will give you Edo, water and flood affect beavers for INEC office for Edo State. After that one, then change commissioner of police. Igodalo and the PDP were looking at what is happening. After that one, then change. They say now Wike calls him the INEC rec, whatsoever. They change INEC rec. What are the functions of these people? I've said this over and over again, that if you are conducting election in Nigeria, if police and INEC vote for you, you don't win. Against what the people, what your vote they count for Nigeria. If not that our educational system don't make us think, they will change that their definition of democracy. The rulership of a few over many, that is democracy now. I'm telling you, all these countries that are saying that does United States practice democracy? I'm asking the question. Does United States practice? Does the British practice democracy? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. Does the British practice? United States, you have electoral college. Make una vote from now to tomorrow. Electoral college, they will determine. Look at how Trump beats Clinton. It was through electoral college. Sit down on democracy. I think there's an upper house and lower house in Britain. I think the House of Lords and House of Commons. House of Lords, now people where they determine who wins the election. They determine the constitution, the laws of the land. You can see there's a queen and there's a king. Britain, are they practicing democracy? So they will come and be lying to you in your class. Democracy is a government of the people. But till tomorrow, that's why I said, if I don't get money enough, I will spend my last card to make sure my child does not go to the dilapidated educational system in Nigeria. Even I don't have enough, I will be checking those schools that come first in JAMB. I'll go to all these government colleges. I will enroll my child there. I will personally monitor my child. I'm a first class product, so I'll personally monitor my child, so that my child will not go and just be misbehaving up and down without using his brain to think. So Tinubu said Edo State, at the end of the day, Edo was in the bag. Edo was in the bag. I told people, look at all these things happen, all this development. Edo will be, they will carry Edo like this, put for APC. And look at the kind of person that becomes the governor of Edo State. I've said this in the first place. You are using emotions. To follow politics in Nigeria. I pity for you. So Tinubu swears in INEC commissioners set up in Edo State. As I give example, INEC commissioner. But now Tinubu is swearing in INEC commissioner. My brother, somebody told me that a particular person will write results for almost all the governors in Nigeria, and maybe they will give them prayers into the account of maybe 1 billion naira. So say they will write results for almost all the INEC commissioners in Nigeria. Maybe give them prayer of 1 billion naira in their accounts. That's what somebody told me. 1 billion in their account and let them announce the result. They will give them the result in time. They will synchronize the result so that so Tinubu swears in INEC commissioners. I don't know who are the people that will get all those directives from Abuja, because 2027 elections will be one of the worst. Under Tinubu has conducted one of the worst elections in Nigeria. I'm telling you, to the extent that people don't have any faith. The faith in elections, they are lost. Voter party, people don't have any faith. In fact, it started with Buhari. APC just came to destroy our systems. Came to destroy our institutions. Tinubu, at the tech, maybe they hear them. Tinubu swears in INEC commissioners. That should give you a hint of what I'm about, the message I want to pass. Tinubu swears in INEC commissioners. Now let's move on to Shore. Shore has come to say that Peter Obi does not behave like opposition. Shore says Obi not real opposition. Obedient movement. They are not real opposition. If they are real opposition, they will have put 60,000 people. They will have put 60,000 people on the street. Let me quote him. If you can't put 60,000 people on the street, you are not serious about opposition. Shore dismisses Peter Obi's political relevance. Calls Labour Party short rental party. Okay. I believe the last elections, Shore got less than 20,000 votes. And Obi got 6.something million votes, despite the cut and join. Despite the adjustment. From the north, east, west, and south. They adjusted. And the way they even talk about the Obi, maybe there's something that they know that we don't know. People just talk about Obi. Maybe he won the election. So 20,000 votes is talking to over 6 million votes. With over 20 million supporters all over Nigeria. With the one that is disenfranchised. With the one that they refuse to give, knowingly, they refuse to give voters card. The ones that, all those ones, that they stop from voting. A 20,000 voter capacity is talking to a 6-point-something million. Well, all the protests we have been having under Shore, what has been the impact? People believe that Shore is one of the biggest political implants in Nigeria today under the APC. Remember, Shore said they were instrumental to the victory of Buhari. The same Buhari that's a failure says they are instrumental to the victory of Buhari. Imagine, Shore. Well, I know that Shore is playing, you know, when you have a football team, there are people that are midfielder. They are not attackers, they are not defenders, they are midfielders. They are being used to water down revolution. Shore and co. We know them. Our advice to Peter Obi, you have the goodwill of many Nigerians. Use it in a very good way. This one, you know, they hear El-Rufai. Somebody say, I don't know anything. My brother, you still believe say Nigeria go fit work? El-Rufai, you don't hate Tinubu like I hate Tinubu, but I'm not using I will never vote Tinubu. So I'm not using my emotions to do this analysis. But an El-Rufai is a no-no. If an El-Rufai ticket is going to help Peter Obi win elections, the principles upon which Labour Party, the OPM movement was established, will be defeated. I understand politics, alignment, repositioning. Politics also is about legacy. Yes. Politics, legacy, whether positive or negative legacy. So if you are looking at it holistically, an El-Rufai, let's look at it. An El-Rufai will make many middle belters not vote at all. You will make middle belt weak for the APC to penetrate and infiltrate the middle belt, using the middle belt against the coalition. Middle belt is very critical. I know that the Southeast might support the P2B. That movement, the South might support. But that middle belt is very, very critical in the northern part of Nigeria. Northern politicians are not to be trusted. When we talk about coalition, look at how they are all divided. Everybody wants to get into position to become the next thing, the next rated. If I'm a police officer, IG of police resign today, he vie for governorship position. That's why they do all they can to get promoted. They can commit all sorts of atrocities to be promoted, to get a particular position. They can do all sorts of criminal activities to get to a particular position. They can steal all sorts of money. So not all politicians are not to be trusted. We have a fertile, one of the biggest base of the Labour Party or the obedient movement is, I'm not talking about even the South, is the middle belt. These guys are genuine people that will follow P2B. I'm telling you, we have genuine people there. But when you bring an Erufai who has history of killings, who has religious, man, the guy has a very big mark. What is the electoral value of Erufai as we speak? What is the electoral value of Erufai? So the biggest problem that P2B will face is not the Shore. All those ones are noisemakers. Of course, can Shore win? Can Shore as a person? Can Shore win a chairmanship position? So it doesn't have political relevance. You should focus on how he can be able to align his obedient movement and make it a movement that will be sophisticated, because they are just in their early stages. They are just building themselves. Align and realign, sophisticate them, that they will be a force to reckon with. Even if they don't win elections 2027, it's already a movement and already a force to reckon with. With time, people will join, you swell, and you're able to lay hold on power for change. May God help Nigeria.